Alrighty, 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 alrighty. Pull the plug 15 with my partner JCue Beats. Let me just run you guys down. I'm drunk. I'm going to take a dab, and then we're actually going to call Q up real quick. But let me give you a quick background. He is a well-established producer, originally from LA, lives in Reno. Very talented dude. You can check some production on my new project. But he has production with all sorts of very respectable people. It has nothing to do with me at the end of the day. Q has very much earned his keep. And he's been DJing there in Reno for a long time. Really popular DJ. Has a big outlook towards it. You know, there's a big thing towards that situation of how dope that this man really is. But we're gonna take a dab. We're gonna call him. So please, if you guys get a chance, share this shit while we have the time being. Share it. I meant to pull that out. Okay, let me pull this one out too. See how ridiculous that is? So that's ready to go. Everything seems like it's on there, so I'm glad that we're good to go. Make sure that's posting to the Facebook. Let's take a dab. Let's take a dab. Actually, I have that right here. So let's try to get that to work real quick while we're sitting here. I meant to like get that shit set up, but I haven't done it. I haven't got a chance to yet. Bam! Damn, that's tight. It's working. All right, welcome. Let me close my closet. The only way you can see the video is if you're live. So if you're not live, you're not going to see the video. Cheers. Let's go. Again. I'm going to call Q right now. Give me 10 seconds. I want to take a dab. Be fully prepared. I'm going to plug in the phone real quick. We'll give my boy a phone call for the ages, sir. So, quick thing. JCue, really well, respectable person. Producer, super producer in my opinion, very underrated, has production for multiple talented people, and we're going to get a few chop ups with him right now and get an idea who JCue is and all that. We're going to run it down. Excuse me for being winded. I'm drunk and definitely dabbed out. Let's get it. I'm going to call Q up. Bow. Pull the plug 15. Your boy Absurd. We're calling JCue Beats. Let's get it popping. Okay, Cherry.
Hello.
Q, what's good, bro?
What's good with it, man? What you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. You know how it goes. Fucking dabbing my face off until I throw up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same, bro. I'm still here at work, but I'm gonna definitely indulge.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Pull the plug 15. We're here with my boy JCue Beats, motherfucking myth, the legend himself. We here, bro. What's good, man? Tell these people about yourself.
Shit, man, I'm a 26-year-old scumbag that does drugs. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm a 26-year-old producer, DJ, out of Los Angeles, California. I reside in Reno, Nevada. Yeah, it's really about it. What do you guys want to know, man? What's going on?
I mean, more or less, man. I figured I would call you and chop it up, let the people know you have a very obviously you're from LA, but you have a very well established music career there in Reno as far as DJing and such. And so I want to kind of let the people know who you are, know where to find you, bro. I was just telling people just before I called you how talented generally you are, and mega underrated as far as I'm concerned. And there's a lot of great production I've heard from you that maybe people haven't even heard yet. And so that's mainly why I want to do these shows, is so I could chop it up with not only my friends and people I fuck with heavy, but just everybody in general, just to try to get the word out and let people know that this shit still is alive, but you just got to know where to find it and look for it, So
no doubt.
So quick thing, more or less, you're from Reno, you're from LA, you live down in Reno. How long have you been out in Reno?
Been out in Reno now for like 10, 11 years, periodically on and off.
Okay.
And basically, yeah, like I said, I've been out in Reno about 10 years on and off. Honestly, dude, even though I'm from LA, man, I consider Reno my hometown just for the sheer fact that I've had, more of a positive response. I'm not saying I haven't had a positive response in LA, but I mean, it's so hard to do work down there, because it's such a big fucking state, and everyone's trying to do shit. So here in Reno, man, we don't have too big of a music scene, but we do have a music scene out here from people that are into EDM and people that are battle rappers and shit like that. So, like Reno's a lot easier for me to basically get my name out here and shit. So if anything, man, I am from LA, but I consider Reno my hometown.
People ask me the same shit. Like, I'm originally from the Bay, but I lived in the Valley like my whole life, and that's pretty much. I graduated high school there. It's pretty much the same situation. I've been there so long, and I've known so many people there. That's where my life's been surrounded around. So completely understand.
No doubt.
How long have you been producing, making beats?
Fuck, dude. I've been doing the beat thing since I was 13 years old, man. My sister for my 13th birthday, actually my sister and my mom for my 13th birthday bought me the MPC 2000 XL.
Fire.
And fucking from there, man, I fell in love with the pads and fell in love with sampling and chopping shit, dude. So yeah, for about I'm 26 now, so about 13 years.
Okay, all right, that's a hell of a long time, bro. I think I started rapping when I was probably about, I don't know, maybe 16, and I'm 30 now. Yeah, so I understand the year of amount of time.
When did you start battle rapping?
When did I start battle? Oh man, maybe. I've always been in love with it. Let's say maybe like 2000, maybe a year and a half after, 2 years after. Maybe a year and a half, like pretty way before, like maybe a year before 8 Mile came out, and then 8 Mile came out, and I was like, oh yeah, bro. Everyone likes battle. Yo, it's not funny because I was into battle rapping at the time, so I was like, oh yeah, there's a battle rap movie coming out, so that's always been like the strategic thing for me, is I always wanted to I always liked the fact that the crowd would go crazy for something you said disrespectful to somebody. So I was like, oh, yeah, people like this? Wait a second. Because I would just go to, like, random friends' house and fools would, like, cypher or, like, parties and cypher, and I would just battle them, and people would get excited. But the dudes that were there were like, we're not even here trying to battle, Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you got people getting mad and shit wanting to fight, bro.
Yeah, talk that
that's
shit.
Why I love the battle scene. I love the battle scene, man, because battle rappers specifically, bro, they have, personally speaking, I think they're fucking hands down, like, every battle rapper's an asshole. You have to be an asshole, no doubt. But you guys got, like, next level disses and puns that, like, unless you're a lyricist or unless you study the art, you're not going to understand.
You're not soaking the game up completely. I hear you, man.
Yeah. I really dig that shit.
Fuck yeah. Okay, well, how did you get wrapped up in the DJing? Because I know you've been out there in Reno. You DJ about every big show that I know of that goes down out there, so that's really like been a big thing. Tell people about that and how that kind of got wrapped up.
Well, shouts out to Dan Hubbard, man. Dan Hubbard's the dude out here. That fucking he's the real man, the myth, the legend, dude, doing all the shows and shit. So,
yeah, most definitely. Dan.
A couple years back, he gave me the opportunity to basically just do like in-house DJing for some fucking small little dive bar called Ruben's Cantina. And back then, we used to have open mic, and when we did the open mic thing, he'd always have me come out. And not saying that like there's a lot of DJs out here that have talent, but like I'm one of the many one of the many few that
I hear you. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. But like obviously I studied battling a little bit myself, and I've always had a firm understanding of like East Coast hip hop and cipher. I guess cipher fucking theory, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I kind of understood like the boom bap shit. So, I would come into these fucking shows, these little open mics, and I'd play a lot of like underground hip hop that a lot of people didn't know, or they did know. But the case is like, how do you have these instrumentals? So a lot of my music that I was getting back in the day was from a website, or it was from YouTube, but it's a channel called Beat Connection. And like on Beat Connection, I used to fucking grab a bunch of instrumentals and basically giving those cats some exposure here locally in my town. And then, I was also fucking introducing new beats to all the rappers that were out here, too. So from there, man, I used to DJ just on my laptop. I was one of those laptop here DJs, dude. I had no gear, no turntables, just press play, and shit go. And then, obviously I have a lot of buddies out here that do music as well. So they kind of were like, yo, man, like, could you DJ for us? And, the whole stage presence, and obviously, as you know, dude, stage presence is everything, man. You can be a trash-ass rapper, dude, but as long as you got a dope stage presence when you're live, people will fucking love you, man. So it's like, a lot of my friends, not saying they're shitty-ass rappers, but the people I used to affiliate myself with back in the day, they weren't really, they weren't subpar when it came to rapping. So, I got a little bit of exposure from there, just doing little baby shows, man, and then honestly, bro, I did my first show for Dan. I did the Southside Suicide Tour, which was the Suicide Boys and Puya and Fat Nick and all them. And that was like really when I started getting a name for myself and shit. And then from there, I'm fucking where I'm at now.
Okay, all right. And see, that's what I wanted. It's so funny that somebody may not even ask you that question. Or ask you questions like that and expect like an elaborate story behind it, but that's a big story and definitely explains more or less. As I know you pretty good, so I more or less I didn't even know exactly how you got wrapped up in it. So it's tight to know the whole rundown on the situation. What would you?
Yeah, man, it kind. I didn't mean to cut you off. It's kind of funny, dude, because like obviously I'm a producer, dude. I make beats, but I'm starting to get more of a name for myself in the DJ.
In the DJ, because you DJ all the time. You DJ, like I said, every big show there. And Reno is a premier stop here on the West Coast. If you guys aren't familiar from East Coast or whatever, Reno is definitely a premier stop. I can't tell you how many times I've gone there and have fun overall, for events and so on and so forth. So it just has just a big picture.
Young Broccolin.
Yeah.
Young Broccolin.
Yeah. We'll be at the Cal, Nevada, bro. Catch us for them $5 steaks and eggs, bro. Let's get it.
You said that was the Cal Neva. It's the Cal Neva selling the $5 prime rib, bro. You better get that straight. You better get that straight. The Cal Neva, $2 drinks. Ooh, get fucked up over there.
Hey, my boy said, hold on. He said, let me sit right here. He said, hold on, let me sit down right here and win $30 on the machine in 10 seconds. Pay for breakfast. Pay for breakfast.
Hey, I did that with my coworker, bro. I put 20 in their max bet and walked out with $200.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That life. Still smoked fucking 68 cigarettes before that, though, so it was fucking ridiculous.
I'm Scott Storch, bro. I'm on my Scott Storch, man.
All right, yeah. Hey, that fool be in there chiefing this motherfucker. He's like, they be walking in and be like, yo, what the fuck is this shit be? It be cloudy as fucking. He's like, it's just cigarette smoke, bro. I haven't smoked no weed in here. No weed at all. Crack a window or something. Window big as fuck.
Hey, bro, I'm from the 90s. Boy, it was okay to smoke cigarettes in the house.
What? Let me ask you this. What's your top 3 rappers right now?
Oh, dude, you would.
I love it. Yeah, I
You
want
would.
to, because we've been interviewing a couple of battlers, and we've had a couple, and Malathon's more of a host and stuff, so on and so forth. But it's been mostly battle
Right.
talk, so I definitely want to hear who you think as a DJ, somebody who plays music 24/7, a producer that knows music so well. Who is your top three right now?
Top three, I'm gonna have to go in no order. I'm gonna have to go Conway the Machine, West Side Gun for sure,
Okay.
and who could I tell my third, man? Honestly, bro. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna go with Conway. I'm gonna go with West Side Gun, and then I'm gonna also go with Action Bronson, even though he hasn't been doing
Fire.
shit too
He
much
hasn't
lately.
done nothing in a while, but he definitely still is one of my favorite too, I think.
Yeah, he's pretty dope, man. I actually no. Let me replace Action Bronson with Royce the 5'9".
Yeah,
Royce the 5'9" a little bit
I
better,
was
but
just gonna say, if I had to replace one or the other, I'd probably go with Royce, just because
yeah,
Bar Exam 4, Layers, the Layers album, the Prime albums we don't even have to count, but we count Book of Ryan, Layers, and Bar Exam 4. Those three alone are.
what about Detroit Rock City, bro? That was the old shit. Like, that's what I found out about Royce. Actually, I found out about Royce, bro, on Grand Theft Auto 3, man, when they
These fools
fucking put
don't
that up.
even know, bro. I mean, you gotta run these fools
Yeah,
down on this shit.
yeah,
This
remember
is
they had the Grand Theft
game.
Auto. Yeah, bro, they had that scary movie instrumental interlude on there, bro, on Game FM, bro. That was the fucking introduction to this shit for me, man.
Damn. This is our life, bro. This is our motherfucking life. Appreciate everyone peeping
Yeah,
in the chat. I love y'all. Q loves y'all. If you have any questions, feel free to
yeah.
send them through. Um, Top three. All right. What's your favorite album? Okay, so you named a couple people. If you're not naming those people, what's your favorite album you've heard recently in the last, I don't know, week, 2 weeks?
Uh, bro, I haven't really been on this shit too much, man. I haven't been
Fire.
on the album game too much. If I'm gonna say anything, bro, I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this one, bro. I know I am. Drake's killing it, bro.
I
can't
haven't
hate,
heard
dog.
it yet. You
I
killing
can't
me right
hate.
now. I gotta listen
Hey,
to
bro,
it.
I can't hate. Yo, Scorpion is the shit, bro. I can't fucking hate. There's a reason why this man has his whole album in the top 25 on Apple Music, bro. You know what I mean? Every
Didn't
song
he
from
get
that
like
album
160 million streams in one day?
in one day, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
The man's crazy, bro. So it's like, I respect that dude for sure. A lot of people have a lot of ill shit to say on him, especially with the beef, with him and Pusha T lately, bro. And
There's
personally
been so
speaking,
much
Pusha got bodied.
yeah, oh yeah, most definitely.
Pusha got bodied, bro. And
Yeah.
I'm an old school Clips fan, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking grew up listening to Clips, fucking Virginia, Mr. Me Too, and, what happened to that boy and shit like that. Like, I always enjoyed Malice over Pusha T, but Pusha always had flows. But Drake kind of bodied him, bro. Drake kind of dropped some fucking shit. I mean, the only thing that Pusha had to say was the shit about his kids, but I don't know. I mean, that's not really much. Like, yeah, you kind of shot below the belt there. That's about it, but.
I think that, yeah, I definitely think that I haven't heard the new Drake album yet, and I'm going to peep it out, but Pusha definitely got bodied.
We can make it an open mind. I'm not saying, hey, you got to go in there as a Drake
But
fan.
I don't like listening to albums until I have a chance to kind of sit down and listen to the
Right.
full album. I hate going to like 2 songs and then having to stop, because then I can't really judge the album compared to that, because I'm going to go back and listen to those 2 again. Then I'm just like rerouting everything 24/7. Like, yo, sit down and listen to the whole project. Let myself know how I feel about it. Move on from that
Right.
project, so. But
Yeah. If we're talk about albums just in general, though, bro, I personally think Cypress Hill Temples of Boom was the best, bro, of all time. Of all time. Of all
Yo,
time.
every song was good.
Bro, thank you. I was just about to say that, bro. DJ Muggs was like prime fucking producer, dude, in the 90s, dude. And he really deep dope too, bro. But I mean, Temples of Boom, dog, was the fucking dopest album. Every song had my head nodding. I want to break my neck to every track, dude.
Bro.
I might go home and actually bump that, dude. I'm not gonna even lie.
Nah, you're not gonna go home. You're gonna go get some steak and eggs and call it a day.
Oh, bro.
Boy's like, wait a second. Fucking, how do you, there's been obviously there's been a lot of shows. You know that there was battle events there and stuff like that. How do you feel about the battle scene being there out there in the Reno area?
I think it's dope, man. I think Reno needs to have more battle events, and I think a lot of fucking battle rappers in general should be, a lot of musicians in general should be paying attention to Reno, bro. We're a quiet storm, dude. You know, there's so much fucking talent here, bro. So much talent that, you know, if people were to actually pay attention to, dude, we could actually get a little fucking thing going. I mean, Dan had the 775 battles going, which I know you're familiar with, but you know, we had that going. We haven't really had too much of the battle shit going lately. I think the last big battle event out here, I believe, was 775 versus the Jungle, if I'm not mistaken. That was Awkward and all them. And
that was like probably, I want to say it was like maybe a year or so ago.
No. It was probably about 2-3 years ago.
All right, yeah, it was a little longer than that. My bad. My time is bad, guys. But yeah,
that's when MK battled Incredible.
That's right. Okay.
And, yeah, man. But the battle scene, though, honestly, I really believe that, you know, we should, as a city, you know, we should be trying to put that on more. You know, like I just mentioned, my boy MK, he's a battler. My boy Verse Lurk, he's a battle rapper. We got Genius out here. We got ATB out here. Fucking, dude, I could go on for days, man. But like I said, I'm kind of brain dead. I'm at work right now and shit. But just the names that I mentioned, dude. Like I said, MK is about to go down to bots, and he's about to battle on bots in the Royal Rumble.
I seen that.
So that'll be pretty dope, man.
That's a great look.
So yeah, we definitely got talent out here, bro, and I'd definitely like to see a lot more battles come out this way, but I'd also like to see just, you know, hometown battle rappers just make a name for themselves, you know what I mean? Fair. It's always cool to see someone from your hometown make it.
No, I agree. I completely agree with you, man, and it's always going to be off and on with depending on the person that, you know, you're always going to run into great people, and it's depending on how they feel about their time. See, I think 9 times out of 10 I fight with myself whether I'm good or not, and I may sway my decision on doing a match or may sway my decision on doing music. Fools are like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? And a lot of people fight with this struggle because you just have that self-doubt in yourself. You're like, oh, I'm tight, but I'm not that tight. You know, I'm fuck this.
Yeah, dog, you're a fucking giant yourself, man. You're a giant yourself, dude.
Appreciate it.
From the work that I've heard, bro, it's always been dope, man. You know, like I said, I knew about
you know how it goes. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know how it goes, man. It has a great, interesting story behind every artist, and there's so much build when it comes down to how we do our shit. And you know, when you're really in your groove, man, you're really in your groove, and motherfuckers will really go hype for you if you're really serious about it. As serious as you are, as serious as they're gonna be, you know. So it's fucking crazy, man. I'm excited.
That's real shit, though, bro. That's some real ass shit. Yeah, no, man, I can definitely agree with that, bro. A lot of people try to claim like, oh, I don't have anyone riding with me, and no, I can't do this shit on my own, and blah. And the reason why you're like that is because, first of all, you're not hyped up about something that you love. So how can you expect somebody else to be, you know, hyped about something that you love?
You're not serious
you're not
enough.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I can say that for myself, bro. If I wasn't, okay, not to put blame on anybody, but if I was not a fucking lazy ass and I actually took the time out of my day when I'm fucking at home and I promote my shit and reply back to people that want to work, dude, I'd have so much more success than I do now, bro. But you know, I got a life and shit that I really have to worry about and stuff. So unfortunately, you know, the music thing now is it's a hobby that I want to pursue. You know what I mean? But it's weird because every time I kind of try to make it just like a hobby instead of an occupation, it kind of comes back as an occupation. You know what I mean? Like I end up finding myself accepting 4 or 5 shows and. You know, I'm fucking basically paying my rent from that alone, dude. And I'm just like, oh, well, it's fucking big juice. But, you know, the moment you make it a job, bro, it becomes a job. And you know how we all are with jobs, dude.
Yeah, we get pretty uptight about shit, most definitely.
Yeah,
no doubt. I'm right there with you, bro. I think that's the main thing I like about my newest project and how I'm working right now is because it's not job related. It's because I want to do it, you know. So it's just it has so much focus behind it, you know. Which brings us into a great question. Who the fuck if there's anybody from Reno that you think that it can transition, whether it's battling or regular songs, who do you think is somebody that's dope from there that could do that?
I know 3 people, dude.
All right, yeah, let's name 3. I like that. That's a better idea.
I can go with Big Tone.
Okay.
Big Tone is hands down, bro, one of the nastiest fucking lyricists that I have the pleasure of saying that I know personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That motherfucker is a monster, bro. If anybody's gonna make it in this city, it's definitely gonna be Tone. His battle raps are ridiculous. He has fucking bars. He has punchlines. Cadence is perfect. Delivery is perfect. And then when it comes to his raps, his raps are just as good as well. He's with Motivated Music. Him and my boy Case, rest in peace, Case, man. They are, the legends of the fucking town. And I don't care what anybody says, dude. You can ask anybody out here, they won't disagree. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go definitely with Tone. I'm gonna go with MK, and I'm gonna go with Verse Lurk. Just because I have MK and Verse Lurk in my house all the time. Not even trying to be I'm not trying to say shit because they're my boys. You know what I mean? Like I personally really I'm friends with them, but I'm personally fucking really fans of their work. You know what I mean? Especially Verse Lurk. Verse Lurk is the type of dude that I can give him a hip hop beat that's just boom boom bop boom boom bop, and then I can give him some trill fucking weird super slow shit and the super slow shit. And he's fucking just so fluent with it, dog. You know what I mean? So Verse Lurk definitely has that down, bro. My boy MK, man, he's a fucking beast on basically anything he goes on too, dude. I could definitely see MK doing a lot more work in the hip hop era, or in the hip hop realm, just because when he gets on boom bap, you know what I mean? He kills it, dude. And just like Verse Lurk, when Verse Lurk gets on fucking trill, he kills it too. And it's so funny too, bro, because and I don't mean to put myself on blast. I don't condone it at all. But back, a couple years back, I used to get fucking super zanied out, dude, and would listen to all this weird fucking music, and I'd be showing MK and fucking Verse Lurk the shit, and they would listen to it. You know what I mean? They weren't closed-minded. Yeah, they were about it. They thought it was cool. And then to hear Verse Lurk rapping over a trill beat now, dude, I'm just dude, it's so fucking dope, bro. I saw the transition from that shit. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, the three guys, MK, Verse Lurk, and fucking Tone, definitely are the three cats that I think can make a great battle rap to rap transition, or vice versa, you know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. I think that, I know that Verse Lurk, I know that Tone is definitely one of the best dudes out there.
Tone's a monster, bro. Like I said, if I was battle rapping, it would definitely be, it'd be a challenge with Tone, bro. Tone's fucking... He's a factor, man.
No, absolutely, man. That's really cool, man. That's a good breakdown and a good theory as far as some of the guys out there, because there's a lot of talent out there. Like you said, it's a hard choice to go back and forth and go, all right, this guy's better than this guy. This guy, and there's still plenty of people, I'm sure, honorable mentions that you're like, fuck. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, man. Shout out to just right now. Shout out to Goonie Wolf, bro. Goonie Wolf's another one that's a monster out here. So he's a battle rap, but he's a rapper, dude, and he hands down understands the shit. He's a genius with it too. So there's so many names out here, bro. Whenever I get asked who is this or who do you think, I always get put on blast. So I don't, my thoughts just kind of get scattered.
I figure maybe whether people respect what you said or not I figure it may either ruffle feathers or everybody will be
awesome,
fuck yeah.
Awesome,
no,
bro.
that's tight. That's tight though. I want people to I want to pick people's brain on this and get you guys to understand that if you want to speak out, you can have a chance. You go holler at me, and I'm down to do an interview with people that are at least have some sort of background and surrounding. I don't want to do it with just anybody. I have some really big shows coming up, ladies and gentlemen, but I definitely want to get everyone on here to chop game and understand them as an artist or as a producer or whatever it is at that point, to break them down. And Q, it just so happens to be, like I said, very underrated, very, very underrated. So let's talk about projects you produced, who you produced for, stuff like that. Break us down a little bit on that part. You there still? Yo. I think we lost Q. I'm gonna call him right back. Bear with us 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, my dumb ass just hit the end button mid fucking interview. That's how professional I am, man.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But no, to answer your question though, I've done a lot of tracks with various different people. I've produced a whole album for Recognize Ali. He's an MC out in Ghana, Africa. Dude's super talented, man. Like, when I was messing with him, I was actually signed with Suncycle Industries, which was like C-Ray's Wall. It was basically a break off of Deathstruck Records. And that's how I got clicked up with Recognize Ali. And, you know, me and him just did a couple of tracks, you know, just little individual releases. And at the time, we were label mates. And then, you know, I hit him up one day and was like, yo, man, like, I really see your direction with your first album, Incognito. I was like, and, you know, if you're down, I'd like to take the second one, like, in a direction that I felt would be pretty dope. And he was like, yeah, man, like, what do you think? So for Incognito, too, we kind of like went with like a mafia vibe, you know what I mean, like an old school, you know, 50s, 40s, you know, Italian mafia vibe. And if you listen to the album, dude, from start to finish, it tells a story, you know what I mean? And I executive produced that one. I mixed and mastered the beats and shit. We had two features on there. We had a feature from Guillotine Gilly, and then we also had a feature from Jay Spells on there. But for the most part, that was just me and Recognize Ali. And that was like one of the big projects I did. I have a lot of projects that I have in the bank that, you know, I haven't gotten the okay to release. And it's not saying it's not going to come out, but, you know, how I look at it is these artists are really busy, man. So I don't want to really push them. But if I'm going to speak on anything, I got a project with Afro. I got something in the works called Toenail. I got some stuff coming up with a couple cats from Brain Sick Music, which is kind of like a branch off from Strange Music. And I got some work with you. We got some work on your next little album coming out.
Yeah, the new project is coming up, man. I definitely think that after that song, I'm like, yo, man, I think we could really brew up some fire.
Yeah, man, that last one you sent me, bro, was super dope, bro. I dig it for sure.
I even changed some stuff up and moved some stuff around a little bit and added some shit, and I'm like, yo, it's even better now. So it's just mad exciting to see good music come out, especially with somebody that I'm like cool homies with, you know.
Right, yeah, man. But I have so many projects, man. For me to kind of list them, it's kind of hard. But I mean,
yeah.
You know, I've done work, you know, under a different alias. I went by Dr. Manhattan for a minute, and when I was producing for the Watchmen, there's a group that me and First Lurk and MK actually came up with. So I was producing for them under Dr. Manhattan, and then I was also producing for Deadly Chemistry. I was producing for my boys Obscene and Lucid down in California. Okay. I've done work with Gondre the Giant.
Putting the work in.
Razor.
Putting the motherfucking work in. So
dude.
You produce for all kinds of people. Who's somebody that you haven't produced for that you really want to?
Elzai, no doubt, bro. Elzai.
That would be so awesome, bro.
Yeah, bro. Elzai is ill, man. When he did that Detroit State of Mind, the Detroit State of Mind, the album, little compilation album there, the Nas, dude. That album was ridiculous, man. But Elzai is just another one, bro. That's he's like a hidden monster, dude. He's been in the game since the early '90s, bro. And most people are just now finding out about him.
Yeah, fuck yeah, they are, bro. Fuck yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, more or less, let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on SoundCloud /JCue818, JCue818. I got instrumentals on there. I had a YouTube and all that stuff, but I kind of had some issues with that, so I'm in the brink of making a new YouTube and some other stuff. So right now, man, you guys can holler at me on Facebook, which is facebook.com /JCue818, spelled the same way as the SoundCloud. And then if you go on that page, obviously like it, share it with your friends. But on there, we'll have all my contact information. So if you want to do work or anything of that sort, you can hit me up on Facebook anytime. A lot of people will message me on the email, and I don't really check my email too much. So if anyone is looking to do work, just message me on Facebook, which you can get at me at JCue Beats on Facebook. So
I miss emails all the time, bro. I swear to God, I missed it.
Yeah,
funny ass story. I had a song with Recognize right when he signed with Strange Music, and I guess he was emailing me for like 2 weeks asking if he could put the song on the project. On the War Within project, and I never got back to him, dog. And then I fucking comes out, and I finally start going through an email one day for some random shit, and I seen the emails in there. I was like, dog, wow.
Yeah, man, those emails are everything. That's what I said earlier, bro. I'm a lazy ass like that, dude. See, I had the same shit happen, man. Fucking that dude Watsky, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was dodging Watsky for a minute before he even blew up, dude. I was kind of like, judging him like, oh, this kid looks like a little nerdy fucking white kid. He's not gonna spit. And the dude was messaging me in fucking my email nonstop, dude, and I just kind of blew him off. And then now look at Watsky, bro. Watsky's fucking making millions, dude. He's considered one of the world's fastest rappers, bro. So
Life.
I'm kind of a fool for that. So
this is that life, friends. This is that life.
Yeah, yeah, man. You can't underdog anybody in this game, bro. I've underdogged so many fucking people.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, not anymore. People are getting signed left and right for fucking stupid shit, for dope shit. You're just getting signed for publicity, anything, dude. So I work with anybody and everybody. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to sound like I'm fucking better now, but it's like, I don't want to just work with anybody, but it's like if you're serious with your craft, dude, and obviously you're fucking doing work. You don't have to have followers. You don't have to have a fan base. I'm not gonna fucking expect money from people, because how I look at it personally, man, is as a producer, and I know a lot of other producers are gonna disagree, but the producer thing, we like to say like, oh, we're charging you for our time, you know what I mean? But it's like, if you're making beats and you're sitting in front of your computer as is, you got fucking time, bud. You know what I mean? Like, there's no doubt about it. So for me to say, oh, you're not paying me for the beat, you're paying me for my time, it just kind of blasts me, dude. A lot of people say that shit. So,
yeah.
Me personally, like, as long as you're serious with your craft and you're not fucking Dr. Seussing it up, dude, like, we can work, man. I'm not gonna fucking hit you with a rate or anything like that at all. I feel like personally, a lot of times, greatness is fucking sustained because people want to make money. They want to make the quick buck. You know what I mean? A lot of people are lazy asses and don't realize that the music thing isn't just, you're not going to jump into music and make money, dude. You got to have a fucking job that, you can support your talents, you know what I mean? Like, you need gear. You need to have money when you go on tour, you know what I mean? If you want to be real about it, dude, when you go on tour, bro, if you go on tour with the label, you get an advance, man. And once you get an advance, dude, that advance is basically made to make you fail. You know what I mean? Like, that's why they call it the 360 deal, bro. You sign something and you go on tour and they're like, we're going to give you $15,000, in an advance, but you have to make back $17,000 in 3 months. So most people are like, oh, well, I got the money to do that, so I can do it. And, they end up failing, and they're out there fucking talking shit about the industry, man. So basically what I'm trying to get at is, if anyone wants to do work, don't feel like, you can't hit me up because you don't got money or anything like that at all, because that's not what it's about. But
let's put the effort
definitely
in.
don't be a fucking bum who's, just trying to do shit for views.
Hey, bro, keep your 1-2 raps the fuck out of here, bro. If you're not fired, don't fuck with my boy, dog.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with my boy.
I'll fuck with the 1-2 raps, bro, but you better be saying some shit that I can vibe to, you know what I mean? I love ignorant rap, bro. I don't care what anybody says, bro. I say pumping little pump and shit. I walk around when I'm drunk saying it's skid it, bro.
Let's get it!
Yeah, hey, bro, I'm a fucking DJ, man, so it's like, it's my job to basically listen to all these cats. A lot of people are like, oh, they're fucking level rappers.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you can't hate, bro. If the kid's fucking living life, bro, and, like, anyone that comes across the kid becomes fucking, little pump, bro, so they're doing something right, bro. They're young trendsetters, dude, so shout out to all these little mumble rappers, man. I don't want to call them mumble rappers, dude. Shout out to all these new age rappers that are doing it, bro.
Fair. One more question. What is your favorite thing about DJing?
Honestly, when people are high on drugs and they come up to me and they say some outlandish ass shit, or I see people just fucked up on acid or something, dude, and they're sitting there hugging the speaker. Fucking love that shit, dude. Yo, dog, when I used to DJ illegal raves and shit, man, when I was younger, dude, and I would see motherfuckers butt naked, bro, just hugging fucking 4,000 fucking watt speakers, bro, just in another fucking world. So, I mean, I love people watching as a DJ, dude, because when I'm DJing, man, I see the whole crowd and it's a fucking ocean of faces, dude.
People.
So yeah, man. So it's kind of cool watching people fucked up, or it's kind of cool watching like little mosh pits and shit, dude. Like I was saying earlier, man, when I was DJing for Suicide Boys, dude, those guys fucking. I've never seen mosh pits crazier. Like, I thought metal shit like that, like when I was younger, I went to Ozfest and stuff, and I've been to the Wall of Death and everything.
Yeah.
But, shit like that, bro, like, you you expect metal to be like that or punk to be like that, and then you fucking see these cats that are doing hip hop. You got kids that are fucking in the crowd, bro, leaking blood, dude. Kids fucking getting their fucking their face piercings ripped out, bro, just gushing blood, but they're still like about that fucking life, dude. I love that shit, man.
Tough.
I love
They're
seeing
tough
crazy
with it,
assholes
too.
like
That's
that.
the best part about it is they're super crazy about it because it's just
No doubt.
Fucking
It's fucking,
man.
it's pretty cool. It's
I
pretty
always
cool,
wonder,
man.
and I thought of that question randomly right now because I was just thinking, man, I've asked him pretty much everything I need to ask him, but I definitely want to know what his favorite part of it is because I've never been a DJ personally. I've just done shows and little shit like throwing events. That's the cool thing about throwing events is seeing everyone have a good time, you know. But
yeah, man, I can only imagine, especially when you have a successful show.
Oh
bro. Like
my
I said,
god, bro.
I work with a smaller promoter out here. I'm gonna actually put him on blast. His name is Drew, and Drew's awesome, dude. Drew's like a small promoter who's fucking killing the game right now, dude, with the shows. And Drew gets the worst pre-show anxiety, bro. It's so funny. But then when the show's ended and it's been successful, dude, he's like, bro, it was the best thing ever. I'm like, see, dude, you got fucking anxiety for no reason, bud. Like, so I know how it is for you guys, man. I've actually done a couple shows myself and shit, dude. I can always imagine that. And it's also cool, you know, when you're DJing, dude, you can be sitting down eating somewhere. Someone's like, yo, dude, did you DJ for blah, 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 blah? So I get my little bits of fame here and there, dude.
Nah, I hear you.
I can't front and say that I don't like that, dude, because that shit's definitely part of it.
Okay, all right. Well, fuck, man, I really appreciate the chance to to interview you and chop it up with you for a few minutes and take up 30 minutes of your work time. Hopefully, you got paid, $11.
Oh yeah, no, dude, I was on clock the whole time.
Yeah,
my
that's
coworkers hate me, bro. They're looking at me like I'm fucking. Yeah, they're looking at me like I'm the bastard right now, bro. Get out of here, motherfuckers.
Bars. Hey, man, I appreciate it. I'm going to catch up with you when you
likewise.
get home. Shoot me a message or whatever. We'll chop it up. And, man,
we'll do some debts.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Always, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Peace. All right, y'all. Pull the motherfucking plug. Pull the plug on that shit because we ain't hearing no fucking static. Yeah, that was fire. Very appreciate JCue, big time. Super appreciate you, my bro. Appreciate the viewers tuning in and all the people that peep this after. If you get a chance, like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. Thank you. Pull the plug. 15. We'll be back with 16 sooner than later. Motherfucker! Talk that motherfucking shit, though. Have a great night, you motherfucker.